Well, praise the Lord. How everybody doing? Oh, I think I'm able to make this particular video now. It's about the children. It's about the children. Um, hey, the 8, the 9, the 10-year-old that harmed the little 5-year-old girl. My God. I understand what the 8, 9, 10-year-old did. They were wrong. Completely wrong. Completely wrong. Mother, my heart goes out to you and baby girl. But I want to appeal to your compassion side and to all the other parents and people that are screaming that this 8, 9, and 10-year-old need to go to jail. They are but babies. They're babies. God has been calling mothers home to raise their children for well over 20, 30 years now. Well over 30 years. He has been calling the mothers to come home and take care of your children and raise them and teach them the things that they need to know. He has been telling us to also get our children baptized and covered by the blood of Yeshua and filled with his spirit, because the devil is running rampant in the earth right now. Have been for a while. And they need a spiritual covering. Your spiritual man is what operates your fleshly man. Whatever spirit is going on in your flesh, it going on, whatever energy that is operating in your spiritual man is also operating in your fleshly man. If your spiritual man is good and of the light, that is what your fleshly man reflects. If your spiritual man is full of darkness, that is what your natural man is going to reflect. It's darkness, wickedness. 8, 9, 10-year-old does something as horrific as they have done. And then I sat and I watched and I listened to the adults, the mamas, the daddies, the aunties, the uncles, and the people that are calling out for these babies to be locked up. Whose fault is it? Yes, it most certainly is their parents. Yeah. All the adults around them have felt them, completely felt them. But also society as a whole has felt them. Look at the things that you allow to operate in the earth. Look at the games, the music, the TV shows. Look at the things that you guys allow to operate in the earth. These are the things that the children have access to. They're not being taught about the Father. They're not being taught about the Lord. They're not being taught self-control. They're not being taught courtesy. They're not being taught compassion. They're not being loved nor taught love, because everybody got their mind on trying to get what y'all call the bag, money. Yeah. You mothers keep saying the same thing. If I don't work, who gonna take care of my children? It's just, my God. My question to y'all is this. You're working. You're not spending the amount of time that you need to spend with your children. You're not giving them the correct love that they need. You're not giving them the teaching that they need. You're not giving them the understanding or the wisdom or the knowledge of this world that they need. You're not giving them the teachings, the understanding, and knowledge of themselves that they need. If something, it's some years back, and I'm sure if they call another one right now, there would be mothers protesting or going to Washington, D.C., as they've done before, to fight to get your wages raised. You might do it in your own city. You'll stand up for that. But you won't stand up to stay at home to raise your children. Right now, people are complaining about the food stamps. People may not get food stamps next month. Where y'all at? Those that receive food stamps. Because a lot of y'all working still get food stamps and Medicaid. Because they ain't paying enough wages to take care of your family. Where y'all at? When somebody do decide to step up and do something, they'll do something, and then that's it. For a year or two. They'll do something, and that's it. Do a lot of talking, but not no action. Where you at? Right now, everybody that get food stamps and Medicaid should be in Washington, D.C. or in their own cities, raising complete hell. Raising complete hell. The streets should be full of protests every single day. And somebody should be standing before the officials every day. Every day. Because what you're fighting for is what's needed. You guys are willing to lock the children up versus just taking time out of your day to raise the children the way that they are supposed to be raised. You rather throw them away. Instead of just coming home and raising your children. For what they tell me, they got at-home jobs. Mothers can work from home now. Why are you not at home? Why are you not at home? See, those 3 little boys that did that to that little girl, if y'all had your asses at home with your little kids, it would have never happened. And I know that's a big pill to swallow, but it's the truth. Yeah, Jesus. Yes, yeah, it's the truth. God has been calling and talking and talking. He's been showing you from one person to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. School shootings, killing of parents, killing of grandparents, killing of neighbors, killing of teachers, killing of this and killing of that, killing of self. And y'all still refuse to listen. Now we got babies killing babies. Well, they didn't kill the baby, but they tried to. And they did a lot of things to that baby that they shouldn't even know about, let alone carry out. My God. Putting them babies in jail is not the answer. But making these mothers stay at home. If you got children, don't give them a job. Make them stay home and raise these children. It's more crime in the children and the young adults, the children and the teenagers, than there is in any other area right now. This crime has never been this high in the youth. Never. God, again, has been telling us for over 30 years, go home and raise your children. Go home and raise your children. He started showing you. Yeah, of course, It's always been some teenager, something acting up along the way, but not like it is today. God gave women grace to be able to work from home for a long time. That grace has been lifted because the devil is busy. And no one is spending time with the children. Back in the day when I was coming up, oh, you got taught at school about respect. Today, you're not being taught respect in school. You got taught how to be you got taught self-discipline, respect yourself, respect others. You got taught no hitting, no lying. You got taught all kind of stuff in school that the parents are supposed to teach you at home. See, that's when God's grace was on us to be able for the mothers to go to work. That's when God's grace was on us. But now God's grace has been lifted for mothers to be working. And y'all act like y'all don't see it. What do he got to do for y'all to understand that he's saying, go home, mama? And for future women that's talking about having children, baby, if you ain't ready to stop working and put your work in the house where God has always predestined a woman to do, is to work at home. All that demonic, devilish stuff that they don't put off in the air. A woman being barefoot and pregnant, she more than just a womb. Yes, you are more than just a womb, baby. You are kings and queen builders. Do you understand what I'm saying? You are kings and queens builders. You raise kings and queens. And that's not being done today. Why? Because you're not at home raising the children. The devil have control over the children. And you're failing, you're failing to understand this. You don't even come home and read your Bible to the children. Come home maybe sometime and cook a meal, but the love of a mother is not in a quick meal. Been there, done that. Mamas, go home to your children. What happened a few weeks ago should have never happened. Never. But everybody figure them kids, them little demons, they ain't no dang on demons. They children that God released into this earth to a man and a woman to raise. And not only did he entrust them with that man and woman, but to every mother and every dad in this earth. He entrusted every time a kid come in this earth, we are all responsible for that kid. Because when that kid is not in his mom and dad's presence, you're supposed to watch over it and make sure it's okay. Just like you want somebody to watch over yours and make sure it's okay. But y'all ready to throw these kids away. Where is the love? Where's the compassion? Where is the knowledge and understanding? He say, my people perish for lack of knowledge. And when it come down to children, ain't hardly nobody in this earth got knowledge concerning children. Oh, you write your books. But let somebody come and talk to your children that's been writing these books. And just sit down and listen to the stories they got to tell. Compassion. Yes, them children were wrong. But the thing is, why did they do what they did? Where did they learn that from? Why wasn't their mothers at home raising them? Oh, y'all, that whole where their daddy, if he was doing his job, then I wouldn't have to be working. Well, yeah, that's true too. But you can't control another human being. But see, that's what taxes from everybody paycheck, the same taxes that you pay when you're working and you still ain't making ends meet, taxes come out to your paycheck, but yet your kids is being left at home or in somebody's care. Even the daycare is killing kids, raping kids, doing all kind of stuff. Even in family members' homes. God has been trying to show y'all in every way possible. Go home and raise and teach your own children. But y'all still act like y'all can't see or don't comprehend what the Lord is saying. Go home and raise your children. If you're not ready to stay at home, don't have any. Because when you have a child, you need to be at home for the 14, 15 years with that child. At least 14, 15 years. Come on now. What else is it going to take? It was one night I left my TV on, and it's a whole shit day. And the Lord woke me up because it was like one of them crime show things that came on. And the Lord woke me up, and there was this teenager. He was 16. A young Caucasian male, 16. And see, all that racist stuff is, baby, crime happened with all colors. It don't matter. It don't matter. The devil ain't picky. If he can get into that kid, he gonna get into that kid. He don't give a damn about your color or your age. The kid was 16 years old. He went to the library shooting people. He killed 2. I forget how many he wounded, but he was on a spree. I think altogether it was 16 victims from place to place to place. But he only killed 2 out of them. Y'all, this is a 16-year-old teenager. They asked him, why did he do it? He said, because he's tired of being bullied and he don't feel like nobody loves him. 16. With a mom and dad. Both working. Because he don't feel like nobody love him. They had this young man in psychiatric therapy. But he quit going. Did anybody even realize that he had quit going? Other than him and the therapist? He had quit going. Because he didn't feel loved. And y'all want to keep saying these kids. No, you adults, you parents, you grown folk, society as a whole, you people. We are adults. We have been raised. And you bring a children in this earth, you're supposed to raise them. And raise don't mean just birth them and then throw them out there. And they're going to learn from there on out. No. Raise them mean you teach them. You love them. You spend time with them. You cook for them. You read to them. You teach them. You nurture them. You are the one that is supposed to build that little newborn, that newborn soul into a strong man or woman, into kings and queens, no matter what race it is. It is you supposed to do that. And society is supposed to help you do that. Dads is supposed to work and raise and pay for the kid to be raised. Mom is supposed to be at home raising the kid, taking care of the home front. Now, if dad walked away and just left you with the baby, that's why people pay income tax. For the poor, for those that are in need. You working and leaving your kid out here for the devil to get hold to, and you still getting welfare. You still getting it. At least keep your happy ass at home and raise the children and quit playing with it. God said, I'd rather you be cold than lukewarm. In other words, if you can't be on fire for me, don't be lukewarm for me. Be cold with it. Just leave it alone. So I'm going to say that about welfare. Why you going to try to play halfway with it? Just get a little something and leave your kids out here for the devil to get you. Get your kids. And then now your kids all jacked up. And because you've been out there trying to work and you just getting a little something from food stamps and medical. Stay your tail at home, protect them babies, and get the food stamps, the medical, and the money. Do what you got to do for 14, 15 years. Then go to work. Because at that time, you done instilled values, morals, standards, self-control, instilled compassion, you done instilled the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. You done got them baptized by water, you done got them baptized by the Holy Spirit. You done taught them what to do, what not to do. You done taught them everything they need to know by the time they're 14, 15 years old. And they should know how to implement everything that you've taught them. Then go to work. You start paying into the welfare system so that the next one's coming up under you that may have to go through this. And as I said before, if they start making men that's having these kids and walking away from them, if they start taking their whole paycheck as if that man was at home with that first baby like he should have been, then these men will start understanding and learning and will teach these boys, baby, if you won't love that woman and you don't marry that woman, just you lay down with that woman. Stop it right now. Kill that generational curse right now. And society as a whole can help with that. Put it in there as a law. If you got a baby with that one right there, that first child, that's where your paycheck is. And you go to work. You go to work. All this having a kid here and 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 here. No, that need to be stopped. Trump being hard, he doing all this other weird stuff that he shouldn't be doing. If he gonna play king, play king. Decree this thing. Mothers, take your tail home and raise these children because we're tired of them killing each other. We're tired of them hurting each other. We're tired of all this nonsense. All these school shootings, and we're tired of them not feeling loved and wanted. Daddies, take your butt to work. Where your first set of children is. That's where your paycheck going. You mothers that's had by run around Joe. And at the first ones, I don't know what to tell you. And you women will stop dealing with these men that's dropping kids off and leaving. You'll stop if they implement that law. I promise you will. You know why? Because they ain't got no money to bring to the table. And you don't want no broke man. You mess away, but like, his whole check going over there to Sandra. If I let him in over here, whatever, I'm not taking care of him. He can't live in here for free. Why I'm going to pay? I'm on welfare myself. What if I get pregnant? He can't take care of that kid. Mothers will start understanding. Women will start understanding. Close your damn legs. Men, keep your drawers up. Enough is enough. I had to wait. Trust me. This video is pretty clean compared to the way it would have been if I had just made it on day one. Because this is some nonsense that's going on. And then the rest of the adults talk about lock them children up. Mama of the 5-year-old, I feel your pain. I understand how you feel. However, they are children too. They need your compassion as well as your child needs your compassion. Those 3 that did this to that baby need your love just like your child needs your love. Because apparently the 3 that did it to them babies, they apparently ain't got the love that they needed. They need you to love them too. This world ain't easy. And God ain't never said it was going to be fair. But if you want to help them 3 little babies that did that to your babies, you want justice? Love them babies. Forgive them. See what you can do to help raise them and teach them in the way that they should have been raised and taught in the first place. Stop talking about them ain't my kids. They should. No, you hurt right now. Stop. Pray. Ask God to move that malice and that hurt and that hate out of you. And think about it. Think about it. And another thing that y'all need to learn from this, your children need to be covered by the blood of Yeshua. They need to be baptized. Them three little ones ain't had nothing but all hell in them when they did that. The devil got hold of them babies. There was a bad spirit in them three little boys. How did that happen? Because they ain't baptized. God say he watches over children. He does. He does. But they got to be under his tutelage. They got to be under his tutelage. They got to be baptized by water. And once you get them baptized by water, baptize them by the Spirit of the Lord. You ask the Father to come in and take over that child and let the Lord raise that child and teach them as you are teaching and raising them. We got to get back to the things of life, for real life. All this, I don't know. It's like y'all live in a TV show or something. Y'all done forgot about real life. Y'all done forgot about it. Mothers, go home and raise your children. Because it ain't over. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. I made a video and I told y'all what God showed me. Y'all do not want it to get to that point. It's getting worse by the day. By the day, it's getting worse. If you ain't loving and teaching these children and putting God's covering on them, don't you know the devil's standing right there saying, oh yeah, little Johnny, I'm finna come get you. Come here, Sarah. Don't you know? Don't you know? If you don't, you know now, because I'm telling you. They got to be covered by the blood of Yeshua. They got to be. Because light and dark don't mix. If you ain't got them babies covered with the light, darkness can come all up and through them kids. In and out, in and out, in and out, like a swinging gate. Like a swinging gate. They can even get in there and sit. Why? Because ain't no light in them. And then y'all letting them watch these old wicked movies. Y'all letting them play these wicked games. You letting them listen to this wicked music. Telling them to do these kind of stuff. 8, 9, and 10 years old to a 5-year-old. I don't fault them babies. I fought the adults. The adults. Me as well. I'm doing what I can do, but I can always do more. I can always do more. And I know the Lord been talking to me about these children. I fought the adults. Okay? Now, hey. Mothers, go home to your babies. All 4 parents that's involved in this situation never thought that this would happen to them. Or however many parents involved. They never thought this would happen to them. Every time a child, a teenager, or a young adult get into a situation similar to this, like this, or any kind of crime, and it caused one to be hurt, one to be dead, and one to be locked up, it's always a sad situation. Always. And the parents never thought it would happen to them. Never thought it would happen to their children. Oh no, not my Johnny. He know better. Oh no, not Jane. She would never. Tequila, no. No, you can't tell me that. Jason? No, please don't. DeQuante? Never. Yes. And you know why? Again, if they ain't got the covering on them, the devil got free reign to them. He ain't got to ask God about nothing. Because you ain't doing your job as a parent. You have covering. Those kids are covered by your covering. And people think that because they are covered by you and because you baptized, no. Those children are born, and they were born and shaped in iniquity. They are born of flesh. They are flesh until they get baptized by water and by spirit. Then God got them babies. But until then, the devil got free reign to them. Free reign. And y'all just so hateful and inconsiderate and just want to throw the kids away. But I want y'all to understand, you got to answer to God behind all of this. That which you sow, you shall reap. Not only in the earth, but in the heavens too. When you stand before God, you got to deal with all that. With all that. Get these kids baptized. Get them baptized by water. And then ask the Father to fill them with His Spirit. Mothers, go home and raise these children. Young women, young men, stop having babies if you ain't ready to stay at home and take care of them. Men, if you ain't ready to work and take care of that woman and that baby, stop having sex until you find the one that you want to marry. A man really ain't even supposed to come out the house until he find his wife. He is not supposed to come up out the house until he find his wife. Now, y'all, with that being said, I love y'all with the love of Christ. And until next time, peace, stay blessed, and keep a watch over these children.